morning, Coach Aaron here. Fitness over 50. We're gonna go old. Hell no, we age like a fine wine. Today, Throwback Thursday, where we reflect back on one of our accomplishments and we think about how far we've come. Today I was thinking about high school, actually. I used to run and run and run and run and then run some more. I ran in junior high school. I ran in high school. After that, I continued running. I did marathons. I did half marathons, 10Ks, 5Ks, you name it, I did it. All kinds of running. I'll never, ever forget in high school, our home track for cross country was at this Sunken Meadow State Park. And we used to take the bus there, and I just remember everyone getting all fired up and we'd listen to some good hardcore rock music, and then we'd get there. And the start of the race, there's this huge line where if it was a large meet, we'd have a lot of people all lined up, and we'd all get to the line, get your toe on the line, the gun go up, and you'd be running. And you'd head into the woods to a trail. So at that point, you got all these people charging for that trail. So, there was a lot of jockeying for position. And then you get into that trail, and then you're running. And I'd say about, I don't remember how far into the race, let's say, well over a mile into the race, we would have Cardiac Hill. And I'll never forget Cardiac Hill. It was this very, very steep hill that seemed like it would go forever. And you would come up on it, and people that were way ahead of you, you'd see them there, pushing their legs, trying to get up the hill, struggling. And that's when, actually, I would make up the most amount of time on that hill, because I really practiced and made sure that when I hit that hill, that's where I was going to catch as many people as I possibly could, one by one, picking them off as I went up that hill. So that's my Throwback Thursday story. And like I said, I've run for a long time, and I'm going to give you 5 running hacks. If you want to start running or you've been running, maybe you'll find these helpful. The first one is pick a point. This is my secret for marathons. Pick a point. And what I use is telephone poles or power poles or whatever you want to call them. And what I do is I just focus on the next one. Maybe it's 100 yards or so, maybe less, depends on how frequently they put them in the ground. And I just run to the next one, and then I tell my brain, okay, you just got to get to the next one. And sometimes I'll say sprint to that next one. And between the next two, I'm going to just jog slow. And each one of these points, you're just knocking them off. Check, check, check. And mentally, it makes it so much easier because you're thinking to yourself, I just got to get to that next pole, just one after another. It helps to kind of condense it down. It's like any other goal in life. When you break it down into little tiny chunks, it gets a lot easier. So if it's a cross-country race or I'm running on trails, I'll pick a tree. I'll just run to that tree. Then I'll pick another tree. So that's mentally how I get through races. I just pick a point and get to it. And I just focus on that little, whatever it is, 100 yards, then the next 100 yards. It doesn't matter whether it's 5K, 10K, 10 miles, half marathon, marathon. Just point after point after point. The second, hydrate. I like to hydrate before. If it's anything more than a 5K, I hydrate during. It's critical. You think about how much you're taxing your body, and you just got the sweat pouring off. Your body needs that fluid to keep it going and to prevent injury and to prevent something really bad from happening. Make sure you're hydrating. It's really critical for running. I recommend you even days before, if you're going to be doing a really long race, start drinking like a gallon of water over the course of the day. Not at once, just in slow increments over the course of the day, because you want your body to be really hydrated, because you're going to be sweating it all off. Third, stretch. I used to ignore this all the time. When I was in junior high school and high school, I thought it was like Who needs to stretch? That's ridiculous. I just ran. I did all this mileage. Last thing I want to do is just sit around and, stretch my muscles. But I learned as I got older that stretching is critical for injury prevention. If you don't want to get hurt, you need to stretch. I've probably pulled every muscle in my body, knee, ankle, lower back, all kinds of, shoulder, all kinds of issues. Thank God, not wood, nothing super serious. I've recovered from everything. But you need to stretch. Yoga, stretching, it is critical to injury prevention. If you want to be able to run for a long time, you want to see these, 80-year-old people out there running, you got to be stretching. The fourth, I like a good pre-workout. It fires me up. It gives me the energy I need to get started and to keep going. If you're interested in the pre-workout that I use, hit me with a message, comment, and I'll get you information on it. I like, as chemical-free as possible, but the pre-workout I use is a really good one, and it just helps you get motivated, fired up, and get you going. And then finally, this one's a little counterintuitive. Make sure you get enough rest. You gotta get those rest days in. Running, high impact. You think about how much, that gravity, that pounding on your body, ankles, feet, knee, hip, back, shoulders. I mean, it's a lot of impact on your body. So you want to make sure you're getting that rest in. I have a program. It's a 30-day program to a 5K. If you're interested in learning more about running, improving your running, if you've been sitting on the couch for years and you want to just get out there and do it, let me know. But if you found this interesting, if you found this valuable, please thumbs up, heart, comment, share. Let me know what you're thinking. I love hearing from everyone. And I will see you tomorrow. TGIF. The grind includes Friday.